Hey, what's up? You got TMF Cause here, representing Track Slapper, Menstrual Epidemic. The purpose I'm making this quick video is another follow-up in my series of the first videos that I made talking about my experiences with H-Pylori, after H-Pylori and Candida. This one's pretty much just a real quick video, little heads up for anybody that might be new to researching their condition on the internet, whatever the condition may be, or just information in general, really. So again, sorry, I'm kind of getting used to a new schedule and I'm somewhat limited for time, so I'm gonna just get right into it. Number one, it's the internet. Most likely you're seeing this on the internet. This is probably not downloaded on somebody's multimedia device or whatever. You're seeing it on the internet. Remember, everything you see on the internet, take it with a grain of salt, and which I mean is consider the information that you're getting, where you're getting it from, how reliable is it, because at the end of the day, the decisions that you make based off the information you see is going to factor into the results that you get. So, just always remember that you're on the internet and it's not the Bible. Even the Bible, I mean, I don't know how much I agree with that analogy, but it's not the Word of God. You're here to filter through it, kind of make the best decision you can, and better yourself, hopefully, so the end result is you healthy, or for information seekers, is getting the information that you want is reliable. So number two, basically, is use common sense. A lot of these people on the internet have some agenda for what they're doing. Myself, you can see like a keyboard back there. I'm more into music and entertainment. I'm doing this just to give back because where I got my information from was the internet, and I feel like some of the things were lacking that I didn't really understand, or maybe someone in my situation this information could be helpful to, so I'm trying to do it now. But yes, use common sense. If somebody has a bunch of links telling you to buy something, that should be a red flag. If it doesn't seem like a reliable source of information, that should be a flag. What wouldn't make it reliable? I mean, hey, that's for you to use your common sense to figure out. But definitely, I would say for people selling something, if it seems like some magical potion or something else that's far-fetched, definitely be skeptical. And another thing beyond just the website's information, something I noticed being in these forums or community chats, groups, are that there's people out there that read information and have never used that information on themselves. They're just parroting whatever that they've read and that they believe to be sensible, but it's not their butt on the line, it's yours. So remember, at the end of the day, to use common sense and to think critically when embarking on a journey of new information that you brought into yourself, because this is definitely a marathon, it's not a race. You don't want to rush into anything. Another example of using common sense could be that, to understand that people are going to try to feed you information, but it's up to you to not be bullied and to listen to the first thing that somebody's swearing by and telling you and this and that. Again, you got to kind of understand and see it sometimes. I know it sucks when you're sick and you just want to grab onto the first piece of information that you get, but 1 degree in the wrong direction over X amount of time equals you far as hell from where you want to be. So better to start out right in the first place than to start out wrong, to rush into anything and not know, because it's kind of what happened to me when I took the antibiotics. Not saying that they didn't work for some people, because I have heard that they have, but for the people that don't, it's everything you have to live with after is so much harder. So definitely weighing the risk and thinking of it, using common sense, and making your decisions will definitely help you. So moving on to number three, I would say definitely check multiple sources. You want to check a bunch of sources. I'm sure a lot of people refer to some well-known internet websites, but definitely those, I think, follow the lines of traditional Western medicine. So that's something to consider too, is that either alternative medicine, holistic medicine, herbal medicine, all types of therapies and treatments might not be considered there because it doesn't follow along common Western medicine of what's known today. And I know some people might be apprehensive for those types of treatments, but just remember is that things that we didn't know a few years ago are more well known today. I will be seen probably as an advocate for these things because at least what I see is that, you know, tomato, or I guess a better example in regards to H-Pylori Candida is like ginger isn't trying to get you to buy ginger. It's just ginger. You know what I mean? Cayenne pepper, cinnamon, organic coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, all that stuff. It's not trying to, for the jet engine sounding thing, this studio is still kind of in development, and we need a door to block out that external sound, but it's getting worked on, and it will be done soon in these cold situations where a jet engine heater is needed. But yes, back to what I was saying. You know, these things, they're just there. They don't sell themselves in a way that makes you question what is the purpose of them being here or being sold, like many pharmaceutical drugs are or should be these days. So definitely, you know, check multiple sources. Try to get the best information you can. I myself, I have to say, I probably read hundreds of articles. I would say with everything combined, Candida, H. pylori, anxiety, everything that came along with it, it will definitely reach into the thousands to where you don't want to read anymore. But hey, here I am a long time after, because it's very much uncharted waters for me. But as you see in most of my videos, I'm a little goofy or laughing. It's just because I'm so damn happy to be healthy. That's just the honest ass truth. It was a miserable ass time. It was some of the hardest time of my life. I didn't even know how bad it was affecting me because, you know, I'm from that generation where you got to be a man and take it and this and that shit. You don't even really think about it. You just try to force yourself to go through it, until where the end of last year, like, I was breaking down, like, seriously, like, more than I can ever say. So definitely do your homework. Check your sources. You'll be thanking yourself. Feel free to give me some love too in the end, because you're going to get better. So number 4, is kind of along the lines of that, is weigh your options. I mean, it kind of goes back to the common sense thing. You get all this information, you boil it down to a few options that you might be willing to do. Well, you know, weigh the risks, weigh the pros, weigh the cons. Some things might have a high success rate, but then the chance for problems after that might be great. So, you know, what's the point of 90% curing something and 100% chance that you have some problems after that? I mean, it's like anything else. Or taking something that has too low of a chance for success with low risks after. I mean, that's kind of your own personal decision to make, of where you feel comfortable in the treatment that you choose as to which results may be possible for you. Because at the end of the day, we do vary a little bit, you know, person to person. You can't ask me why the antibiotic therapy works for some people and it doesn't for others. I mean, that could be a whole other video. I mean, you know, how bad was the infection, how long did they have it, etc., etc. Many factors involved, I'm sure. So going straight into the weigh your options, into number 5, which is you are the decision maker. At the end of the day, the choices that you make, you can say, I listened to this person, I did this, I did that, but you're exactly right. It's you. You're the one here making the choices, making the decisions. And I really hope for you that you're going to be leading yourself along the right path. Hey, if you're feeling too bad right now to even think about it, take a break. Do something to take your mind off it. Do something to help you relax, because it is pretty critical. You don't have to get gray hairs over it or pull your hair out, but it's definitely something to consider. So hopefully, amongst my very quick edited video here, that should have been a one straight shot, but sorry, 2-3 faux pas is making a little editing. I hope that I've helped you at least consider some things, reconsider some things, put some thoughts in your head, because I know how hard it was for me starting out, and hopefully this can make it a little bit easier. So if you have any questions, comments, anything, feel free to drop it in. Be more than happy to get back to you. You could see any of my videos, I'm almost like 100% will reply, respond. I mean, at least with the low following I have right now. Hopefully it gets bigger and it's a little bit harder, but I always do my best to respond and reply, because without anyone watching these, I mean, what would be the point to do it? Trying to help, but also in the future, I will be trying to build the base for the other other parts of my life you know nothing about, which is music and entertainment. But that's it for now from me. TMF cause represent eventual epidemic track slapper. Medicinal Monday, at least for me. That's when I'm dropping this. And I hope you live well and healthy. Peace.